pick one or use all of them.
Okay, testing.
1, 2, 3.
Hi. Hit me. Oh, literally, yeah.
What did you steal from the set of Harry Potter?
That quote, I think.
I stole this one from you.
Not a lot, you know. It sounds like a really disappointing answer, but in fact, nothing. They had very tight,
Really?
rigorous checks at the end of every day.
You didn't keep a wand or anything?
No, that's the last thing they let me say. There's only like 2 of each person's wand, so they're all at the studio tour back in London. The making of Harry Potter. So I did manage to get away with a few bits and pieces. Draco wore a ring for the last 4 films. I managed to steal or borrow one of those. As long as no one in this room is working for Warner Brothers, it should be alright.
Well, whatever happens in this room stays in this room, okay?
Cool, yeah.
That's the rules.
Well, you are filming this, yeah.
It's not going on the internet or anything. No!
Alright, I shall keep my profanities to a minimum.
I was just like, thank you for coming today, and out of all 8 Harry Potter movies, what was the favorite scene to shoot?
It's a tough question, and I hate to give you a boring answer, really, but it's kind of like someone asking you what was your favourite day at school of the last 9-10 years. It's very hard to kind of...
You only went for 9 or 10 years.
It was, yeah, it's kind of hard to pick one. I suppose the obvious ones were some of the big scenes that we got to do with the last scene of the last film when we were in the courtyard with Voldemort down one end and all the goodies at the other. That was quite a Western showdown that I enjoyed taking part on. Other than that, we smashed the life out of a bathroom in the 6th film, Daniel and I. That was pretty cool. No worries, thank you. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Katie.
Hi, Katie.
I don't know if you know about a Harry Potter musical.
Oh my God!
I'd be living under a rock if I had it.
What do you think about Lauren Lopez's portrayal of Draco Malfoy?
I think she should have got the part. I don't know why. She should be staying up here, not me, really. She certainly has oozes of comedy value, that's for sure. I haven't met her yet, I'd like to. She's not here, is she?
No,
She's not Leaky. I only found out that Leaky was on yesterday. This is incredible. I'm sorry out of the loop. But yeah, no, it took me actually a couple of times to fully appreciate the humour and the music, etc. But yeah, obviously, I mean, those guys have done amazing off the back of it. I was saying to someone earlier, it's one of the greatest things that's been a byproduct of Harry Potter is all the amazing artwork and crazy comical YouTube videos that guys have managed to come up with off the back of it. So yeah, I'm
Have you read the fan fiction?
I've dabbled. I've struggled. Some worrying illustrations. Photographs.
Are you happy they didn't go 50 Shades of Grey with it?
Actually, yeah, don't encourage. I can see it. 50 Shades of Draco or something. Let me knock that on the head for anyone still out there. I've gone off on a tangent. What was the original question? Alright, be cool.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Olivia, and I was wondering, since I know you've worked with music before and you've released an album, are you planning on releasing anything else? Because you're kind of phenomenal.
Bless you. That's a very sweet statement. I hope so. I mean, thank you very much for giving me the time of day, really. It's quite humbling to hear that someone's done that. So yeah, I've only ever made it for fun. It's always been something that I enjoy doing. I actually, I have my guitar with me in the hotel room, and every night I come back, I always have a little jam. So yeah, I'm not sure why that's cute, but okay. It's not puppy or anything. But yeah, I certainly enjoy doing it, and it thrills me every time I hear that someone's managed to appreciate it. So for that reason alone, I think I should keep striving on to make some more. Thank you, lovely.
Hi,
Hey.
I'm Emily from Chicago, and I had a question. In the last movie, that very awkward hug with you and I am curious, was that in the original script, or did you discover it in rehearsal? How did that come about?
This comes up a lot at conventions. No, it was definitely not in the script. Nor was it in the 35 takes we'd done previously. Rafe somehow, Rafe is a fantastic actor, obviously, but he's also someone that you have to stay on your toes a little bit, because he does stuff, different the next take. It was sublimely awkward. I had no idea where this was going. I just found myself in the clutches of Oh, Voldemort. Yeah, it's pretty bloody terrifying. I don't know what he was going to do next. But amazingly, that was the one that made the cut. I couldn't believe it. We did literally 40 takes, and that was the one that they chose. And even weirder than that, I recall the two premieres vividly. In England, when that moment happened, there was almost like a in the room sort of terror, you know, like what's he going to do to this young boy? Easy. And then in America, yeah, I'm not sure if you can imagine this, but literally the place burst into laughter. It was the funniest thing they'd ever seen. So it's wonderful to see the differences of how two audiences can appreciate, you know, different parts of the work. So yeah, I'm glad it got in there. I think it was a pretty cool moment. He's a great hugger.
Hi Tom, I'm Laurel from the suburbs of Chicago.
Awesome.
I should preface this question by saying I've heard of your interest in the outdoors and the environment.
Sure.
And I'm actually going to be doing an internship myself with a small not-for-profit conservation thing. Anyways.
Rock and roll.
Right.
I like that.
Anyways, so I'm really asking this question more for the purpose of my own personal amusement.
Okay.
And you don't have to answer it. I'm probably going to make a complete idiot of myself.
Right.
But will you be my transatlantic tree hugger buddy? My own personal amusement. Also, I have a gift for you. It's a drawing. I don't know what.
I'll come get it.
Alright. Wow, I'm boggled. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll hug some trees with you. Sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how reliable I'll be in the day, but I'll certainly show willing, yeah. Good luck with it. I hope it goes well. Hug those trees. Alright. Hello, lovely.
Hi.
Bye.
My name is Destiny.
Hi, Destiny.
I have a question.
Really?
Cool.
In the last movie, you got, if you could play, like, not your character, you could play you, would you stay through the fight, or would you leave it, like you did?
Morality.
Yeah, I would probably just, I would legged it to the room requirement. I'd be kicking back on the sofa, just watching the whole thing play out. I don't really know, really. It's a tricky spot. I can't. It's odd. I can't really imagine it any other way. As far as I kind of feel like that was me in a way. I know it's obviously not, but Draco in a weird way is me. So it's hard to imagine what I would actually do in that situation. Let alone if Hogwarts was real. I mean, you're really tripping me out now. This is getting deep. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do something quite as cowardly as him, but I'm no Harry Potter, let's face it. Incredibly supportive. I can't put a foot wrong.
I feel like I had better hair.
Hi Tom, I'm Kate from Wisconsin.
Okay.
My question is, it's actually not Harry Potter related.
Okay.
Where did you get the inspiration for your character in Planet of the Apes? Because he was so much more terrible than Draco ever was.
Yeah.
And you're so nice in person, so I just, where did you get that from?
It was easy. In the first few pages, it described him as, the first time we meet Dodge, he mocks Caesar. You know, does a sort of fake chimp impression to say how stupid you are. And I think all of the Western world sympathise with defenseless animals. So to see this guy deliberately provoking them just for fun is hard to. It's hard to see, to give the benefit of the doubt to someone like that. So yeah, I don't think it was a conscious decision. It was just purely in the writing. Rick Jaffa and his lovely wife wrote a great screenplay, and I didn't need much convincing to take part in that. So, but I'm glad you liked it for sure. Yeah. They're doing another one, I think.
Oh,
rumors are, yeah.
Really?
Well, you did an amazing American accent.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You know what? How do you lose your accent? Why can British actors play Americans, but Americans can't play British?
Yeah, they can.
No, they can't. No, they can't.
Very convincing.
No.
Well, I can
Name one.
It's something that we enjoy. We've grown up with American, you know, we forget that pretty much 75% of our TV and our films and our music is from you guys, so we kind of have a natural, you know, when I was 10 years old, I was trying to be Eminem, so I had a lot of American accents to practice, for sure.
Next question. Hi, I'm Rebecca.
Hey, Rebecca.
I know you've been to Wizarding World in Orlando
Yeah.
before.
Awesome.
My friends and I are actually going in a few weeks.
Great.
What's your favorite part?
Oh, man. there's lots to look forward to. I won't lie. You could spend all day in there and a few $1,000 while you're at it. It's very cool. I love the food and the drink. It's kind of an obvious thing that none of the food or drink when we did the film was actually what it was supposed to be. The butterbeer was just orange juice with cream on it or something naff like that. So it's great that they've managed to. They've literally had some of the world's finest chefs create all these dishes for real. So there's butterbeer and endless other stuff at the Flourishing Blots and the. Sorry, remind me, what's the sweet shop?
Honeydew.
Sorry, my memory is like a sieve. Yeah, I spent about an hour in there and felt thoroughly sick on exercise. I recommend that for sure.
How was it walking through what they created? It wasn't a sound stage. It was the actual real thing.
Yeah, it's awesome. So there's another thing for you guys when you see the film. Obviously, you only see the glorious bits that are in front of the camera. Most of the stuff that we saw was just a derelict old shed with dripping roofs and asbestos on the walls. So it was nice for us to go to Orlando and actually see it as it should be. You know, where one shop actually links to the next shop, not to some Portaloo or something like that. So yeah, it was really cool, and it's a great thing that Stuart Craig, the production designer, and Gianni, the costume designer, got to do so much work on it. I think it's a great job, and I think again they're opening more of those around the world. So yeah, turns out they're pretty popular.
I just had a question. Now that the Harry Potter films are over, do you have anything in particular when you're looking for film roles now? Are you looking things far away from Draco? Are you looking? Do you have anything in particular you're looking for when you're looking for your next job?
Anything that sort of steers me towards being Bond, James Bond one day. I don't really. Anything that challenges me. I think the worst part to play would be myself. You'd constantly be second guessing everything that you ever did. Where it's really nice to play someone like Draco, although he's quite a complex character. He's very black and white in many respects. So it's nice to think when you are playing a character, this is exactly what he would do, and there's no kind of second guessing that. So, yeah, anything that's as different as possible. Not necessarily bad guys. I got to play a heroic French prince in a TV series that I recently did, so that was just as fun, riding horses and killing the bad guys. I enjoyed that. So, yeah, anything that takes me out of the model world of today. Thank you.
I'm Dorothy from Chicago.
Oh, lovely.
My family went to England for our trip.
Awesome. How do we treat you? Hesitation spoke volumes.
So we went to where you filmed the scene where you turned into a ferret under the tree.
Yes.
And I was wondering how fun it was to film it.
It was awesome. It took me months to learn how to do that. It's tricky. I'd love to do it for you now, but it's exhausting. It was cool, it was great fun. The only story I can remember of that vividly is that it was written that I was to reappear naked, you know, so all the clothes are gone and then just to run across the courtyard butt naked. They told me about half an hour before that they weren't going to do that, thank God.
Are there some extra crunches that part?
I was just not looking forward to it really at all. There were hundreds of people there, yeah, it was cold. It wouldn't have been a pretty show.
I'll take the next question.
I don't know why I shared that with you.
My question is, have you ever had any issues with someone either, not understanding you because you pronounce something not the way
She said incorrectly.
Like aluminium or root, all the words that you guys say differently. Well, again, I've watched enough American TV to know that a fanny is something very different over here. A bathroom is something very different over here. Yeah, lots of different
Booyah.
words, so, yeah, I'm not going to go into it because there's quite a few. But yeah, no, I've been lucky enough to, generally be understood most of the time. I'm trying to think of any awkward scenarios, and I'm sure there has been plenty, but probably none that are suitable for a young kid. So.